cakes are normally are made. Guys, this is very creamy. Look how cute these are. This is a problem. I just got really deep all of a sudden. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Savannah and I'm so glad that you're here. If you're new here, I post lifestyle, beauty, fashion, work-related, post-grad, relationship content. Today I am baking for the first time in my apartment, which feels kind of weird because I've been here for about 3 weeks now, and so you would think I would have baked something. We're gonna bake a cake because it's been the longest week ever. My fiance Troy and I have just had a really crazy week and we haven't really been able to see each other a whole lot. So we're baking a cake to celebrate that the week is ending. Today is Thursday. We're gonna celebrate on Friday. He doesn't know I'm doing this, so I'm super excited. So let's make it together and do a little chit chat while we do it. Also, LOL at me saying making the cake and it's literally just a box cake and pre-made icing. It's the best I can do for right now because you know what? Working full-time is, as they say, a full-time job. Okay, first we're gonna preheat the oven to 350. It says it'll take 8 minutes to preheat. So I don't have a standing mixer and I also don't have a handheld mixer. So we're gonna have to whisk it by hand, which is fine, it's totally fine. It is what it is. I'm just trying to think, will this hold all of this plus 3 eggs, vegetable oil, and water? I'm thinking maybe not. I don't really have any bowls that are bigger than that though, so we might just have to make it work, you know? Okay, I'm gonna move you guys over here so we can be closer. Hopefully this is a little better. Guys, I don't have a whisk. I don't even have a whisk. How am I gonna make this cake? This is a problem. This is an actual problem. Oh no, this might be the end of the video. And I don't even really have like a good spoon. Like a rubber, not rubber, what is the word I'm like a silicone spoon. I don't even really have one of those. It's okay, it'll taste the same, right? Jeez. So since my last video, a lot has happened. In my last video, I was moving into this apartment, which is super crazy. Now I've lived here for quite a while. Half a cup of oil. Does someone want to tell me why I got this much oil when I went shopping for my apartment? But now it's like kind of hard to pour because there is a handle, but it's like, it's too heavy right now for me to just... Okay, it's working. Okay, that worked pretty well. I have started my first full-time job, my first big girl job, as some might say. I'm not gonna lie, the first week was definitely an adjustment. It was just a lot of things all at once because I moved in on Saturday and then I started work on Monday. So I was still getting a lot of my apartment stuff set up. I remember, I think it was my first day of work. I came home and my Wi-Fi and my cable still wasn't set up and there was like a problem, a legitimate problem. Spectrum had to come and fix it. A real person had to come to my apartment and fix it. Just stuff like that, that it was a lot of things all at once. And also just things like cooking for yourself and meal prepping and what are you gonna have for lunch tomorrow? All of those things, grocery shopping every week, which I've really enjoyed that. I've loved grocery shopping. I've made quite a bit of content around what I get every week when I grocery shop, so you guys should watch that. Guys, this smells so good. I just love batter, like brownie batter, cake batter, pancake mix. I will eat it by the spoonful. One thing, if you don't know this about me, this is gonna be fun. I have the tendency to be a little paranoid. Like turning on the oven. Every oven, whenever you turn it on, has like a smell. And I somehow convince myself every time that that smell is a fire and that my apartment will catch on fire because I turn the oven on. That might be contributing to why I haven't baked a whole lot because I do like to bake. I'd love to be making things from scratch. Unfortunately, I have a lot of like mixes that are pre-made that I can just like add water to. But I would love to get to the point where I can like make stuff from scratch. I really admire the people who can make their own bread. Like that is a noble art and it's fascinating to me. However, I feel like that takes a lot of dedication and I don't know, it's ready. But I don't know if I have the dedication to do that quite yet. Plus it's just like very homemakery, which don't get me wrong, I can get behind some homemaking, but I'm not there yet. I'm just a fiance. I ain't homemaking yet, you know? Have I done 3 already? I think I've done 2. I think I've only done 2. But speaking of being a fiance, life has just been so crazy, and like moving into this apartment and moving out and starting my job has just been so wild and an adjustment in and of itself. And so wedding planning has kind of been on the back burner lately, but I definitely am going to start picking it up again because I kind of have to. We have been engaged for like 2 months, and we get married in 9 months. We get married in 9 months, which is so exciting. For those of you who don't know, we kind of have a bit of a crazy story, which you should definitely catch up on. We have a whole video together where we talked about our engagement and our relationship. But basically, we met in January, got together at the end of January, got engaged in June, and now we're getting married in 9 months. It's definitely not for everyone, and that's really okay. People have definitely made us aware that it is not for them, and that's okay. We kind of knew that going into everything. Okay, pause. I gotta find a pan to put this in. Okay, this is kind of the only pan I have. We're just gonna have to use that one. But my vision is I also have strawberries. This is a chocolate cake. This icing is cream cheese. Troy and I don't really like icing a whole lot, so this is just kind of the one that I got that we can tolerate, but we won't put a whole lot of icing on it. I'm thinking strawberries on top. And then in my head, anytime you have strawberries on cake, you have to have like the Dole Whip. So I might have to stop and get some of that tomorrow, but one step at a time. Is this a 9 by 13? I mean, that can't be 9 inches on the side, right? We're gonna consider it a 9 by 13, but I need to spray it first. No, I don't think you have to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. This is very creamy, all on its own with just a spoon. PSA, if you just moved out and you don't have all the things you need, it's okay. You can still make cake. This is so satisfying. I should have got a better angle for you guys. I'm sorry. My apologies. Wait, is this how cakes normally are made? When I think of cake, I think of a circle. I feel like I do definitely have a circle pan. Okay, it's so good. I mean, this is really the only circle pan. So yeah, that wouldn't have worked. That wouldn't have worked anyways, never mind. I guess that'll just be like a little thin cake. I don't know, maybe cakes are normally like this. Timer's on. We get to lick the bowl and the spoon. As I think I was saying, life has been really crazy for Troy and I lately. Even just like this past week, he's had training to be an RA this year, which is great, but his schedule has been so crazy, and then like I've been working full time, so it's been a little hard to find pockets of time to see each other, but we've made it work. Next week is gonna be just as crazy because new students come back. He'll have to be at like all the events and stuff, but it's just for a couple weeks. But it's been definitely very interesting to be like preparing for the next phase, season of life, whatever you want to call it. Like preparing to enter a marriage. This time next year we'll be married, which is wild. We're about to start premarital counseling, which we're really excited about. Like, we're pretty pumped. We're excited to just talk through with people who are much wiser than us and get some wisdom from them. Just figure out things that we need to talk about that like we haven't thought about, because Troy and I talk a lot. We've talked about a lot of different things. We've shared our different opinions. I've had all the conversations, it feels like, but we're also aware that there's got to be something. There has to be multiple things that we have not considered or haven't talked about, or things we haven't thought to prepare for the future. Talk to people who have done it before and who are also coming from a biblical place. So we're starting that pretty soon and we're excited. This is also so strange to say, but as we've been trying to make plans for the future and where we'll be and what we'll do and how we'll pay for things and where we'll live and all of those things, it's kind of really put it into my mind that like we really are starting a life together. And I know that sounds kind of dumb, but it's like some things that I wanted that I thought, oh, if I'm single, once I graduate, like I'll do this. That's not happening anymore because I'm graduated and I'm engaged and I'm gonna be married to my person, which is so exciting, and we're gonna start a life together. But that also means letting go of things that I thought I would do one day. For example, nothing crazy, but for example, one of my biggest dreams was moving to New York and just having a life there, working in New York, doing the corporate kind of thing. Definitely not for forever, because such a huge part of me just wants to be a mom, just wants to stay home, be with her kids, not do the corporate life. But a part of me wanted to do that, especially in New York, for a while. And so I know that sounds kind of silly, but also very extreme, but just kind of realizing I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be young and single and working in New York. I'm going to be married, still young, but living and working together, and that is just as exciting. But it's one of those things that you let go of and be like, okay, that's not happening. I'm leaving that so that I can do something so much better that I'm also equally excited for it. Just little things like that that you sort of start to realize, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, or I'm not gonna do this anymore. Obviously, getting married doesn't take the excitement out of life. Like, if anything, it adds more to it, but it is one of those things where marriage is sacrificial, and so I'm gonna be letting go of some things, and he's also gonna be letting go of some things so that we can have something even better together. It's super fun. I just got really deep all of a sudden, I'm sorry. It has about 23 minutes in the oven, so honestly, I think I'm gonna take a shower. I don't know if that's bad to like leave the oven unattended. I feel like that's the rule for the stove, not the oven, right? So I'm gonna take a shower really quick, time management at its finest, and I'll get back to you whenever it's ready to come out of the oven. I just got out of the shower and oh my gosh, it smells so good. My oven light doesn't work, but this is what it's looking like. It says it has like 5 minutes left. Look-y, it looks like pretty done. I don't have any toothpicks though to see if it's done. I think I'm gonna wait just like a little bit longer and make sure. I forgot that like things rise as they bake. So I was worried that it would be really short, but I forgot that like things rise. Hey, but look how cute these are. It's definitely done now, so we're gonna see it, see how it looks. Wait, it looks so good. It looks so good. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, now I think I just have to like let it cool. And then I'm probably not gonna ice it tonight. I'm probably gonna put it in the fridge. Should I just put it in the fridge like this, in this pan? I guess I kind of have to. I'll probably put tinfoil over it. I think that's what like you're supposed to do. I sprayed this pan good. It is not even sticking. In fact, it's like coming off the pan. Look at it. It's so pretty. Ignore how dirty my stove is. Just don't look at that. Just look at the cake. Well, the cake is done, which was the whole point of the video. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know how productive this was. If you're moving out soon, look forward to this. Look forward to not having the things that you need and just making do, because that's what life really is, isn't it? Maybe that's the lesson of the video. Life is just making do with what you have and being content with it. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, and you're still here, you should subscribe. I post videos like this whenever I can, typically like every 2 weeks. I'm trying to do better. I really want to get on a schedule of like posting these types of videos weekly, the longer videos weekly, and then shorts as much as I can. I typically post every weekday shorts. Check those out. But thank you so much for watching. If I get a clip of the cake once I ice it, then I'll throw this in there. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.